We're about 7 minutes or so away from that, 8 minutes. Chef's already in. I mean, he was checking in earlier, so I know he's ready in a minute. What I want us to do is we're going to rapid fire real quick. Actually, who's got good handwriting?
I write in cursive.
I write really pretty, by the way.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you right. So here's what I want to do. So now, mind you, before I ask this question, you're in the presence of people with scale to over 1,200 transactions a year. So with that being said, what is the best questions, or what is the thing that you seek to learn from the day that's really going to help you change your business? Like, and I'm going to change your business. I'm not talking about the little things like, how long should I take on an option? Don't bring that shit in here. Not do that. Okay? Like, bring the game-changing stuff. Like, what do you need to know that can change your life? What do you need to know that can change your business relationship, that can change your life at home? Whatever it is. But let's talk about some questions. So I want to take like maybe 5 to 10 top questions. And then what we're going to do is we're going to narrow it down and we're going to vote. And we're going to find like the top 3. And then after Cheplak, we're going to get deep diving into these 3 or 4 main topics, depending on how much time we have. And hopefully, well, I know for a fact, at least one of you, I'm not saying all of you, at least one of you is going to go home with some shit that's going to change your, and that's what we're here for. Cool? Yeah. Fair enough? Okay. Who's got something that you really want to learn about? From Veronica, myself, or anybody in the, like, somebody may be able to block something if you didn't know I was going to do that today.
Hiring and training talent.
Hiring and training talent. I think we're done. Stop. Okay, right? You know, talk about this. Okay, what else? Somebody come with something.
Hey, got something on it. Hey, no alligator hands. Raise that thing real high. There we go.
Are there strategies and systems for online lead gen?
So here's the deal: is I believe like when Cheplak gets on, you're gonna see some stuff with that. But look, if he doesn't cover it all, we'll definitely get deep with that. So strategies for online lead generation. What else? You can't just have 2. I know you're all curious. Hey, here's philosophy. I'll tell you philosophy on my team, right? Is I'd rather you ask the question and look uninformed than keep the question inside and stay uninformed. Don't be ignorant. Ask the damn questions.
Let's go.
Somebody else is thinking it.
Best way to utilize social media.
Go. But hey, Cheplak don't punch you in the thumb.
Yeah. Best way to stay in touch personally versus just on it.
So we are going to have a special guest, right? So Jenna is from the Heights. She's actually the Houston agent. She's a beast with the communication through a transaction to ensure that you're getting 3 referrals. I believe was the number we talked about the other day for the Astros game. 3 referrals while you're in a transaction. So we're just random. I'm like, after meeting her, I'm like, oh, like we're gonna listen.
Love these. What else?
Okay, what else? What else?
How to apply consistent growth between different revenues of income.
Okay. So basically scaling outside, and I'm betting you're thinking on the investment side, right?
I have several.
Everywhere, yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Mike?
How to apply consistent growth with what? With different revenues?
With different revenue streams. Yeah.
And I know that one.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, like we're growing the real estate business to grow our investment business, right?
Yes.
You know, our real estate business brought in $1 million last year. My investment business brought in $600,000 last year. That's $2 million worth of it, right? And that's just the basics of it. Okay. So yeah, I don't see him in here. You can scale your real estate.
He's not in there yet.
Build your
Facebook.
Text him. What else? You're good. Keep him coming.
He's set for 125.
There we go.
Oh, 125?
125.
Okay, good.
Team roles and descriptions. Perfect.
Dang. I need that help too. Too many staff members now.
Love it. What else?
We got a good enough list. Unless somebody wants to add one more. If you got something burning in your mind, don't keep it in. Go.
Adding a lot of value to your clients and to your team members as well, like as a rainmaker.
I love that, guys. I'm telling you right now, you can keep your people happy. they'll keep the clients happy. Work on that for sure.
I love it. All right, I think we got enough to get started. If you have more, we will.
Yeah, so after Cheplak comes on, we're basically going to break it down. We're going to vote a little bit on these, and we're going to find like our top, and we'll just roll through. Some of them may take longer. We may just get so deep in one thing that we don't cover anything else. What I'd like to do in the future is I want to bring more people in. I want to do Zooms. I will be in St. Louis on June 10th.
June 10th.
That'll be another mastermind that we're doing with Kathy.
Helbig. Jenna's going to be there. We've got some rock stars across the country who are going to be there. So it'll be good stuff. John's also going to be there. Zooming in.
So do you need to know she's going to?
She's like, oh, I got to call my husband and tell him.
My husband just asked me to go to a concert with him on the 12th, and I was like, oh, that day.
All right, there's the chat. Man of the hour.
You want to introduce him? You intro.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll introduce him. All right, we don't got a lot of time. We want to make it. For this. All right, guys. So this is my personal coach. I had invited Ozzy and them out to Relaunch Live, which is an event that I've done a couple different times. We're going to continue to do it. I believe we might even do a Relaunch Houston. But he saw John and he was like, came up to me, he's like, hey, I need to hire him. I was like, he ain't for hire, man. He's not hiring, and he's not letting anyone else in the coaching program. He's tapped out. Somehow Ozzy got in. He was the final one that got in. Let me just tell you, the fact that he's sharing him with you guys is such a gift. It is a giver. So I'm not even going to talk anymore.
Hold
John,
on, Chep, can I get a test from you to say something?
Check, baby.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's go.
All right, Cheppy, do your thing.
Awesome. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to brag to y'all about my Rolex. Look, I own a Rolex. Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. Everything you learn in real estate is worthless until you get your principles right. Let me tell you how I got this Rolex, okay? And Veronica Figueroa was in the room. And Veronica doesn't know the story, and this is the first time I've told the story. Anyone that follows me knows that I spoke in front of about 1,200 people. Any of y'all know Ryan Stewman, Hardcore Closer? Any of you guys follow him on Instagram? If you don't, you need to, okay? He'll wake you up, right? So he asked me to come out and speak, and after I was coming off stage, he said, get your ass back up here. I got something for you. And he sits a bag down, pulls out a box. I know what was in that box. I know what that box looks like. And he gave me a Rolex. And here's what he said. He said, a lot of people talk. A lot of people make promises. They throw stuff out in hopes they can get something when they got nothing to give. I want you to write down this word. And if you can carry this word, see, people throw all kinds of bullshit out there. Abundance. I'm so abundant. Let me educate y'all a little bit on abundance. See, you need to stop being so connected to the outcome. You need to stop being so connected to the outcome. It's the number one thing that's killing you. So I have an event in my living room. Most coaches don't let other coaches that have coaching programs in their environment because they're afraid that they are going to take their clients and have them coach with them. Well, I had about 30, 35 of Veronica's peers who are the highest performers on the planet because that's the only people I work with. It's just how it goes. And you can check my records. And at the end, he pitched his program, thousands of dollars. And as to right now, 15 people are in his program. I told him to pitch the program. I told him I wanted nothing. I expect nothing because I operate in a spirit of abundance. Okay? Get your principles right. I'm going to tell you a little story too. See, about 12, 13 years ago, I had already established my resume. All right? I ran a 100-office company, 5,000 agents, 3 states, and broke records. That's why I get the privilege. That resume got me the privilege to do what I do. The privilege that I have in speaking for you is people like Veronica who have trusted in me and given me the opportunity to share and grow with them. But about 12 and a half years ago, I wasn't living in principle. I was living in personality. I was living in ego. I was wonderful. All you had to do was ask me. Get it? Okay. Sorry, you're not that important. And everything shifted. I had already built, I had the strategies, the tactics, and the skills. And I want you to write this down. Skills and competence versus emotions and confidence. I could never grow my business or grow other people or maintain relationships or maintain clients over a sustained period of time because I was so caught up in thinking all I need is skills and competence when my emotions and confidence were out of whack. I will go head to head. You give me 30 people that are super skilled, I'll give them to someone. You can have them. Okay? I'm going to take the people that are focused on their emotions, their emotional maturity, okay, and their emotional intelligence, and they operate in principles. Number one principle you must carry is abundance. You've heard this crap, you know, the good guy finishes last. No, it's the good guy that finishes last is the one that gives and doesn't get something back and thinks someone's lame. It's the one that gives up. It's the person that gives. I don't care whether it's team members you lead. I don't care whether it's other agents you compete with. Let me tell you something. Your biggest problem is worrying about your competition. You're enough work yourself. Look in the mirror. That is your competition. When I got crystal clear, okay, on operating from a space of abundance versus scarcity, game over. Game over. It's crazy what will open up for you. 3 other principles I need you guys to carry too. Humility, vulnerability, okay, transparency. Humility, vulnerability, transparency. You know, y'all think that everyone's hiring you for your image. What a bunch of crap. People are hiring you for who you are. Who are you? Are you allowed people to see who you are? See, think about this principle. And what I'm going to share with you in a very short time, I can give you magic scripts and dialogues and all that type of shit that works really, really well because I help people sell a shit ton of real estate and I help people recruit a lot of people, okay? But see, here's the thing. You need to understand some principles. Ready? The heart chooses, the mind justifies. The heart chooses, the mind justifies. Number 2, okay? No one believes what you keep telling them, but they believe what they experience. Why don't you, if you're recruiting, why don't you, if you're working with the consumer, create an experience of what it's going to be like when they choose you before they choose you, but you don't want to give away your secrets. No shit. Share with me what you freaking invented. You're hallucinating. Didn't someone give you, listen, I am so fortunate. I come with energy. Don't misconstrue it as ego. Okay. If you want to, that's your problem. You're not going to get the lesson. Okay. There's not a damn thing that comes from me. I'm a vessel that passes things through me. You know, how can people choose you? See, you're getting in front of people, telling people you're wonderful. That's what everyone else does. Why don't you demonstrate it? Why don't you start helping people before you help them? Anyone here trying to recruit some agents? Anyone here trying to build a team? Anyone in the room? Okay, good. Guess what? Coach, train, and lead the competitors' agents over time until one of 2 things happen. They see value in your coaching, okay? They see value in your coaching, or when something changes, they're your destination. Anyone here prospecting for buyers and sellers want to sell a little bit more real estate every day? Well, stop being the cheese ball. I just sold a home for a bajillion over list price. No shit. Wow. Shocking. Like that's new news. We just won a bidding war. Holy smokes. You know, why don't you connect with the community? Write this down. Message to market match. See, you can screw up everything. If you get your message right, you're going to win. If you get your message right, you're going to win. I want you to go back and take a look at every email. I want you to look at every text message. I want to look at every social media post. And I want you to ask yourself a question. Is that post validation? Am I trying to validate myself? This is the multi-million-dollar social media tip. You know, I don't brag about income, but I can just tell you this. I make multi-7-digit net income. So I just brag. Who cares? But I did it for a freaking reason. Because my marketing budget is 0. And Veronica can tell you it's the truth. It's freaking 0. You want to know why? Follow me on social media, okay? Contribution or validation. Look at your emails, look at your text messages, look at your videos, okay? Are you contributing to people, contributing? See, here's the thing I need you to know. Ready? Make deposits in the business relationship equity account. Make deposits in the business relationship equity account. Here's the analogy I want to give to you. It's really simple, okay? Watch this. See, here's what you're doing. You're going to the ATM machine. You're putting the card in, and nothing comes out. You're going to the consumer. They're saying no. You're going to the consumer. They're saying no. There's no money in your bank account. There's no money in your bank account. Everyone else is using the cheesy, recycled, outdated sales strategies. Here's what I want you guys to do. When you leave here, and here's the bad news, only a few of you are going to do it. Only a few, okay? Educate, demonstrate, and inform. Educate, demonstrate, and inform, okay? So can I have permission to kind of just keep coming at you guys pretty rogue? You ready? Good. I've got the control, so I'm going to do what the hell I want to do, okay? So listen. Raise your hand if you don't produce a video at least once a week that goes to the consumer and on social media. Raise your hand. Awesome. I love you. You're great. You know what? This is a great group of people. How's it feel to be a dinosaur? How's it feel to be Fred Flintstone real estate agent? Oh, that's right, because you're worried about the fact that you need Botox, or you're worried about the fact in mind. Listen, I'm not picking on the women. This comes from a stale joke, but it's the truth. Driving down the street with my daughter, who's 28 years old, has had 28 heart surgeries, is fierce as fuck, okay? And looked over and said, not dad, dude, what? You got a problem. What? You need Botox. Do you think for 1 minute, see, if you had a choice right now, would you want to leave this room, okay, being braver or have more skills? Raise your hand if you want to be more brave. You're the smart ones. You don't need another skill. Because here's the question I want you to ask yourself. How come you don't do what you want to do, need to do, know how to do? What's getting in the way? Let me tell you how come I do. Because you want to know what? Your opinion of me is never going to get in the way of my hopes, dreams, and desires. Let me give you all a little exercise, and I'm going to be really ruthless, okay? I want you to close your eyes right now, and I'm watching you, okay? I'm watching you. Close them. And I want you to think about the person that you have a responsibility to, a significant other, a child, a mom or a dad that you promise you're going to care for, you're going to buy a home for. You've told these people all this bullshit you're going to do, but it doesn't happen. And this isn't me saying I'm perfect. I check myself too, okay? But you're not able to deliver it. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be the biggest growth moment. This ain't walking on fire. I'm not Tony Robbins. I don't make as much as him. I ain't as smart as him. But I think this might wake you up, okay? I want you to close your eyes, and I want to visualize you going back to that person you've made the promise to, that you feel you have a responsibility to, okay? And you weren't able to deliver, and you look at them and say, you know what? Sorry, Mom, I'm not going to be able to buy you that home I promised you. Sorry, Mom, I'm not going to be able to take care of you in your older days, okay, as I promised I would. Sorry, honey, significant other, I'm not going to be able to buy you that car. I'm not going to be able to take you on that vacation because I'm a coward. Put that in your pipe and smoke it for a little bit. Okay, open your eyes. So what's it take? I'm going to go through a few principles here, then I will give you guys some strategies and tactics you can use. Okay, so here we go. Number one, there's nothing going on privately that won't show up publicly. You better clean your shit at home. Okay, and listen, you know why I coach this? Because I got my own too. It's called the human experience. But you want to know what I do? Is I own it. Number two, you can't change a single thing in your life or your business that you don't own. Any agents here on the team? Come on, any agents on the team? Good. Next time you say the leads are bad, okay, that's a victim. I'm not picking on you, it's a general. That's a victim. I can't sell real estate because the leads are bad. You can't change anything you own. Champions and people who experience happiness and freedom in their life live with ruthless personal responsibility, okay? So Everything big that you want is built on the back of micro commitments. Stop being obsessed with the big thing you want and focus on the tiny victories, the micro commitments along the way. Let me tell you why. Simon Sinek is another guy. It's like, God, this guy wants to talk trash about all these people that are more famous than him. No, I'm not. I'm just helping you discern, okay? So Simon Sinek talks about the big why. He gets a bigger fee than me on stage. He's sold more books than me, but you need a bigger why. Let me help you with human behavior. You know the two biggest reasons people don't take action? Fear and overwhelm. Then why the hell do you need a bigger why? You didn't get the listing? You need a bigger why. You didn't make money? You need a bigger why. Well, a bigger why is a freaking lie. Here's what I want you to do to take away from here. One thing. What's one thing that hasn't happened in your personal life? Write this down and read it every day. What's one thing that hasn't happened in your personal life that a choice, a change, and higher productivity, okay, could deliver to you? One thing. Here's the challenge where we get, see, I don't think burnout is a product of working too hard. I don't think frustration is a product of working too hard. I don't think frustration is writing a bajillion offers and getting one accepted. I think that burnout is a result that you don't have what you're doing connected to something that's going to emotionally charge you. And I want you to write down two words, urgency and panic. I don't know, y'all. I'll guarantee you there's got to be someone in this room that's in panic mode. Your business ain't where you want it to be. It's okay. You're just in the classroom you need to be in. You want to know why? Because you weren't living with urgency. And I want to warn you all, actually, you know who's in the most dangerous spot right now? Y'all that are doing really, really well. Because it's easy to do good right now. It's easy, really. I mean, think about this. But here's what I want you to think about. See, there's people that haven't taken care of themselves over life. I'm going to give you an analogy, but it's real life, okay? And what happens is you go to the doctor and the doctor goes, hey, you've got this problem and it's not good. You panicked, okay? You were in panic. Here's the reason why. You didn't live with urgency every single day. See, I'm an old man. I'm 54 years old, okay? And I have urgency. I'm in the gym every day. I have my food delivered to my home, measured, portioned every day. I drink 8 of these a day. Wow, John, you're impressive. Well, listen, I'm here to help you grow. And I'm going to tell you something. You can grow your business all you want to. It will implode, or you will implode if you don't take care of yourself personally. People think, oh my God, you're superhuman. You wake up at 1:30. No, I'm not. I go to bed at 7:30. I have no riffraff in my life. I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to draw a line down the middle of it right now. Draw a line down the middle of that piece of paper. Okay? And on the right side of the top of that piece of paper, I want you to write the word start. And I want you to think about it. And you can scribble. Don't do the exercise. Do it over the weekend. But I want you to write the notes to guide you. Okay? And the winners will do the exercise. The average and the bottom producers won't. It's just the way it is. Okay? What do you want to start doing and or doing more consistently that will support you personally? I want you to write down everything you want to start doing. Everything you want to start doing that you're not doing right now. Personally, professionally. Okay? Oh, that's easy, John. I write that down all the time. See, that's the mistake. Here's what I need you guys to understand. You've heard, see, I love cliches because I go underneath cliches and get to the granular level of what it truly means, okay? You all heard addition by subtraction. Well, the reason people fail is they're so obsessed with, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start doing, how come I can't? I'm too busy. Time management. Raise your hand if you have time management issues. Raise your hand. Anyone? Yeah, see, you've been tricked. That's a lie. How many hours do you guys have in a day? Shout it out. How many?
24.
Oh, wait, so do I. We have the same hours. I just make different choices than a lot of people. You ain't got a time problem. You got a choice issue. You guys with me? True or false?
Yes.
That's the interactive part. Say it again. True or false? That's right. So here's what I want you to do. on the left side of that piece of paper, screw all the things you want to start. You already know it. The problem is you haven't faced what you need to quit doing. You haven't faced what you need to quit doing. And I'm going to give you an example. I'm not on a mission to make everyone quit watching TV, but you want to know what? I was sitting in my living room and I'm clear. See, this will never happen if you're not clear on your mission. And I'm going to come back to that urgency and frequency and tie this all together for you. Okay. So I was sitting there and I go, fuck am I doing? I'm cheering on another man's name on the back of a jersey for hours on SportsCenter or college basketball, football. And I love sports. And I did some math that day. And I looked at the hours I could get back to become someone who has a name on the back of the jersey that other people look up to. It was a simple choice. I grabbed the TV off the wall, put it in the garage. Now, full disclosure, if you look in my home, Veronica's been there, there's a big fat TV in my living room. I don't know how to operate because when my 28-year-old daughter moved in, she's a single mom with a little baby, my granddaughter. And she said, what's going up above the fireplace? I said, art. Dude, you have a granddaughter. There will be cartoons. You will be buying a TV. So I've got an 80-inch TV that looks really badass. I have no clue how it works. Here's my point. I want you to write down everything you need to quit. Now, here's where it's going to get really, really tough. These are the three categories. Here's the ruthless one. People. And guess what? It gets worse. Sometimes it's family members. Oh, it's easy for you to say, no, I'm the product of it. People ask me, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for my breath. I'm going to tell you why. Because I had a preferred customer card at every rehab joint that was ever created from 21 to 41. And the last stint, I was in and out of the hospital 3 times. It'll be 13 years clean, July 21st. Okay. I was in and out, okay, of hospitals and finally figured it out. And it's a work that I need to continue to do, okay? I never had urgency. I was in panic, and fortunately, I was able to turn it around, okay? And so here's the thing that I need to bring it back to for you all is this, is there's a great example of what's going on privately will always eventually show up publicly, okay? It goes back around to people aren't connected to your image. They don't want your image. They want who you are, right? They want you to be relatable, okay? So, but let's come back around to this quit and start. Here's the really cool thing, okay? My family quit me. They quit taking my bullshit desperation calls. My brother picked up the phone and called my mom and my former wife, who didn't wish ill on me. And she was my former wife at the time. And said, if you keep talking to him, when we're graveside, the hospital or an institution or a jail, I'm blaming you. And they clipped me. And then when I was sitting, and there was a risk, okay? If my brother didn't do that, anyone interacting with you justified it. That's pretty extreme. It's not, because I guarantee someone in this room has someone like that. Okay? But here's what I want to go to just for business purposes. Stop hanging around excuse makers. You keep hanging around them, you're training them. Just like people that kept talking to me trained me it was okay to drink. They trained me my behavior was fine, which was out of line. See, if you're hanging out with people consistently that are doing shit that's out of line, that doesn't support your mission, okay, you're never going to grow. And you want to know what you're really going to do? See, the highest form of love you can show a human being is accountability. They showed me accountability. They cut me off. I got in rehab and I came out and I never drank again. I need you to look at people. There's some people you need to quit in your life. Sorry, you do. Okay? And guess what? If they decide to change, the door is open. Okay? Places. What places are you going to right now? What are the places you're going to, you're hanging out? Like, see, you do deep dive on this. Actually, I'm going to change your life forever right now. Just in this stupid little exercise. Start, quit. But you got to have the guts to do it. See, this is principle versus personality. This is a great demonstration. Well, I can't because she's been my best friend for 20 years. I can't. That's personality. Okay? See, when you make decisions based on principle, it's really easy. I have simple principles. I'll clip you. I will clip you. Okay? Period. Places. What are the places you're going that don't serve and support your mission? And number 3, here's the big one, things. What things are you doing right now that don't support the mission, that don't contribute to your health, that don't contribute wellness? And listen, I'm not saying you need to be freaking jacked, have a nice ass and a freaking 6-pack. That's not what I'm saying. We have a group that Veronica and Ozzy and my sweet friend Jenna is in. And you know what? We got CEOs of the biggest organizations in the world. We've got individual agents in there. We've got all kinds. They're elite. Let me tell you why they're elite. Because they do a little bit better every single day. That's what the elite do. They own their shit every single day. Nothing gets in the way. And they're willing to be challenged. A couple other pieces I want you to carry with you too. High performers live in curiosity. High performers ask the right questions. And here's what I want you to think about. Got bad news for you. You may think you're the top dog. Sorry, there's someone better than you. But that's the good news. Stop asking people how they got there. How'd you do it? You're going to get the same freaking watered down. I did this and this and this. Wow. No shit. Like you pulled a unicorn out of your ass. I mean, holy smokes. Here's what you need to ask people. What did you overcome to get where you're at? How come? I'm not going to get the trick. Because your problem is we all have raise your hand if you have self-worth issues. Raise your hand if you wake up with self-doubt. Raise your hand. 3 honest people, the rest are liars. We will be taking you to Disneyland to visit Pinocchio. He is your friend. Okay? Here's the gig, right? You got to find a place where you fit in the story so it's relatable and believable and you can make it happen for yourself. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. So here's the last one I want to share with you is this. Okay. No one can motivate you. No one can motivate you. They can only inspire you. Motivation is something you choose. Motivation is something you choose. I'm past my time, but I'm going to give a little extra credit time here. Okay, so I want to give you some tactical stuff really quick. If you're not doing video, I'm not going to tell you you're going to fail, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to get passed up. You're a dinosaur. You're a freaking dinosaur. Okay, wake up, get over yourself. You're not that cool. You're not that important. Okay, I'm sorry for the bad news. Right? You want to know? It's like there's this circle jerk going on. Think about this. You're worried about what someone thinks about you. Be honest. Does everyone have things we're worried about what people think of us? Yeah, sure. Well, what the hell do you think they're thinking about? What you think about them? So you're in this big circle going, I don't want to look stupid to her. This person over there is thinking, I don't want to look stupid to you. So everyone's running around playing the I don't want to look stupid game and going nowhere. You're down here. High performers, their business is spiraling up because they're not going to stay in that shit. They made a list of the things they're going to quit. And one of the things they're going to quit is worrying about what other people think. So here's what you got to do. Number one, I'm going to help you. Stay with the principle, educate, demonstrate, inform. Do 1 video a week. Okay? 1 video a week. And let me tell you how the video goes. Want to meet my production company? Here it is, right there. Okay? If you're chicken shit, I'm going to show you a little trick. Ready? Do the video, post it, throw it in a lake, and pretend it never happened. You're going to create an educational video, okay? Something about the marketplace. You're not going to do a cheesy, if you would like a free CMA, call me. Wow, that was great. Holy shit. Educate, don't ask. Actually, you'll stand out. Do something like that once a week. Put it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and email it to people. Got a client right now, and I can't throw bullshit out because I got clients in the room. Last year did 1.7 million and spent 190,000 in marketing. And really, that's what we're obsessed with is the videos. Been with me for about 72 weeks. I don't know. That's a pretty good ROI last time I checked. Sounds good to me. Okay. You've got to do video. The consumer's expectation of the usage of video has only gone up 300% in the last year. Their expectation of you using it in business has gone up 300%. Stands to reason there's a lot less face-to-face. And I'm going to close with this. I'm telling you all these things you got to do, and I attacked you a little bit on video. I hope I hurt your feelings enough to make you take action. Just kidding. Let's go over here. I'm going to find something because now we're on my time, so I can waste a little time. I'm just kidding, guys. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
I don't even coach him. He was sitting in a room like you were. And you made a fucking choice.
Jon Cheplak, Joey Satariano. Man, I got to tell you, these little selfie videos, thanking people, reaching out to them, wanted to add value. It works, man. I just did 4 phone calls, did 4 videos behind it, got 2 appointments. So thank you so much, Jon, for what you do. You really are having an impact, man. So God bless.
Now, just do me a favor, because I know no one here wants a 50% conversion rate on 4 calls. So just don't go do video, okay? I appreciate y'all. Peace out.
Hey, I just want to say, like, obviously, I don't get tired of hearing